Hi everyone, today I'm talking about Microsoft, and I'm talking why I believe that Microsoft is going to go to $150 a share 12 months from this video right now. Now, if you don't know, I am currently a shareholder in Microsoft, and whenever there's a dip in Microsoft, I do try and add a lot more shares into the position that I already have. I've been adding that position from about like $90 a share, and I just keep adding in all the time, and I have no plans at the moment to sell my Microsoft position, and I'm adding in all the time to that position because it is my favourite stock on the stock market. And because that is my favourite stock, and I've not really talked about Microsoft for quite a few months really, I just wanted to update you all on what I thought was going on with Microsoft and my opinion on it. And for me, I'm still really liking Microsoft, and I think that from this video I'm recording right now, in 12 months time I think it'll go to 150 a share. I said back at the start of the year that I think Microsoft will go to about 130 a share this year, but I think that from this video to 12 months it'll be 150 a share. And I'm going to go through a few reasons why, and I still think it's my favourite stock on the stock market right now. And yeah, just kind of really updating my thoughts on it right now. So Microsoft obviously is such a great brand, and it's just turned the company around so well over like the last few years. You know, it's kind of like a dying company really. But it's managed to refresh itself, changing its 365 Office Pack to subscription service was a massive deal. And it's just done so well, and it has so many sectors going for it. And when you've got a strong brand in so many sectors, the company is always going to do really well. And those are the sort of companies I really like. And it also, basically, Microsoft ticks every box I would want to invest into a company. And I've got it all down here. And the first thing, you know, as well as the brand and being in multiple sectors, it has a very healthy PE. Now, when we talk about growth companies like how Microsoft is right now, the P's tend to be a lot higher, but the forward P on Microsoft is like towards the 30 range, and the actual P is around about 50, which isn't too bad really, because like when I talk about Netflix, stocks that are growth stocks are normally in the P's of like towards 100, and for Microsoft to be in that sort of P range is super. The growth side of it, you know, we're still talking double-digit growth for Microsoft, which is really good. I like double-digit growth companies. And Microsoft has that P, it has that double-digit growth and everything else that goes with it. It has the dividend growth. I've not put that on here, but it pays a dividend. So if you like dividend stocks as well, it covers that. The dividend's always growing. They can afford to keep increasing that dividend. So that's a great thing going forward. And all these sectors that it's in, I'm going to talk about in a second, also help the stock. But when you've got, you know, this brand, that PE, the growth, it has a dividend, there's nothing else you can really want from a stock. It does everything you would want. It's going to grow, it's going to go up in value, the PE is healthy, it's a double-digit growth, which I really love. And also just for holding that stock, they're going to pay you a nice healthy dividend that's going to keep going up. So, you know, I do love it. You know, when you compare Microsoft to a stock like Apple, for example, yeah, you get the dividend, you get the brand, you get the sectors, but you don't get the growth as much. And that's, you know, not going to probably push the share prices up as what Microsoft's going to do. So that's one reason why I really love Microsoft. And all these sectors that it's in are all really good sectors as well. So obviously the number one sector that it's in that's growing absolutely huge right now is the cloud business. Now there's a lot of competition in there for sure, but how massive the cloud's going to be in like the next 5-10 years, everything's just going to be cloud based. Like every single company, you know, are going to be having the data on that cloud. They're going to be, you know, having the transfer from computer to computer, and a lot of them are doing now, but the cloud business is absolutely huge, and Microsoft have a really good grasp on that right now. So that's going to help them absolutely massively over the next kind of like couple of months, years. Gaming's still growing at 40%, which is something not to be look over it too much. Gaming at 40% is really good growth, and when you look at companies like EA and Activision that are getting absolutely slaughtered so far this year, and for Microsoft still to have its gaming like sector growing 40%, that's absolutely super. And I think that there's also the plans for like the next generation of console to come out in the next year. That's obviously going to push it a lot more when there's a big batch of people wanting to get that next generation of console. And also that normally pushes the price of games up slightly as well. So that gaming sector is doing really well, and it has the potential to even go up even more kind of over the next year, 2 year. LinkedIn is one that's just really surprised me. Like they bought Microsoft have bought LinkedIn, and the way that they're actually making money off LinkedIn right now is really impressive. And LinkedIn is getting a lot more popular in the workplace, which I've noticed over like the last year. So they've done really good with that, and if they can keep pushing LinkedIn, you know, the corporate social media really, if they can keep pushing that growth rate, that's something really impressive. So really good purchase there from Microsoft. Obviously 365, you know, major program. It's going to be a major program going forward, and that subscription service is obviously, you know, really useful, and it's a game changer for Microsoft right now. One thing that's really useful for Microsoft is they need to just increase that revenue, that EPS slightly. I think like monthly now it's something like $5.99 or something. All I need to do is just increase that to like 30p or 30 cents a year, and that revenue EPS side of it on Microsoft just jumps up again. So with 365, you know, it's easy money. It's still going to be used all the time, and if they ever need a bit of a jump in EPS or revenue, all they need to do is just squeeze that 365 subscription up slightly, and they'll have a lot more money coming in. And one thing that is pretty impressive really is that the growth on adverts in Microsoft right now is 17%, so that's double digit, and they make a bit of revenue from that. When you think about all the things that Microsoft own, like Microsoft Edge and, you know, the gaming side of it, LinkedIn side of it, they're actually making a good amount of money, and the advert jump as well over like the last year has been really impressive with the revenue that's coming in from that. So we've got all these sectors growing at these numbers, which are absolutely healthy as anything. And you've got a brand like this, a PE like this, a growth like this. This stock is just unbelievably good to me. It just stands out on the stock market, and it's my number one stock. It's my favourite stock. It's my biggest position, and I do want to carry on making that position a bigger, as large as I can right now, to be honest with you. And yeah, I think 12 months from now, after I record this video, I think this stock will be around the $150 a share range, unless something absolutely crazy happens in the stock market. I think that's where it'll be at. And like I say, it's just a company that I'll add more shares into when I can. It's at the moment it's doing quite high. It's 52-week high, so hopefully it pulls that back down to about 110 a share, and then I might add a few shares in there. But yeah, I will be adding more positions into my Microsoft position right now. So that's just me updating you on what I think about Microsoft right now in the present. That's the video today, guys. If you're looking to get into Microsoft, I hope it helped you. Thanks for watching the video and all support recently. Getting towards like 220 subscribers now, which is really good, so thank you for that, and I'll see you in the next video.